Slides. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Pamela Williford, and the video that I'm reporting on tonight is by Wendy Suzuki, number 61, The Brain-Changing Benefits of Exercise. There is something you can do right now that would have an immediate positive benefit for your brain, including your mood and your focus. I'm talking about the powerful effects of physical activity. As a neuroscience, Wendy Suzuki talks about how she did an experiment on herself and used her deep understanding of, okay, it's not changing.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. As a neuroscientist, Wendy Suzuki talks about how she did an experiment on herself and used her deep understanding of neuroscience to discover the science underlying why exercise is the most transformative thing that you can do for your brain. Slide 3. And it has to do with the prefrontal cortex, the temporal lobes, and the hippocampus. Hard to say hippopotamus. Wendy Suzuki inadvertently discovered and experienced the brain-changing effects of exercise. Being at the height of all the memory work she was doing, she was becoming well known in her field of study. But she realized she had no social life outside of her lab. She also realized that she hadn't been moving her body and had gained 25 pounds. After going on a river rafting trip, she came back knowing she was the weakest person on that trip. Her mission, never to be the weakest person on a river rafting trip again. That's what made her go to the gym. She went to every one of the classes offered at the gym. After every sweat-inducing workout, she had this great mood and energy boost, which kept her going back. She started feeling stronger and even lost the 25 pounds. Fast forward a year and a half, she noticed something that made her take notice, and that was how well her grant writing was going. Grant writing never went well for her. She was always pulling out her hair, trying to come up with that $1 million idea. But now she was able to focus and maintain her attention for longer periods than she had ever been able to do before. Her long-term memory, what she was studying in her own lab, was better too. That's when she put it together, that all the exercise was changing her brain. She was experimenting on herself without even knowing it. Well, as a curious neuroscientist, she went to the literature to see what she could find about the effects of exercise on the brain. And what she found was everything she had noticed in herself. Better mood, better energy, better memory, better attention. The more she learned, the more she found out how powerful exercise is. Slide 4. So now, after focusing on the effects of exercise on the brain, she's come to the following conclusion. Exercise is the most transformative thing that you can do for your brain for the following 3 reasons. 1, it has immediate effects on your brain. A single workout that you do will immediately increase levels of neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and noradrenaline, which right after your workout is going to increase your mood. 2, a single workout can improve your ability to shift and focus attention. and focus lasts for at least 2 hours. And 3, a single workout can improve your reaction times, which basically means you're going to be faster, say at catching that cup of coffee that falls off the table. But to get the long-lasting effects, you have to change your exercise regime. Increase your cardiorespiratory function. The effects are long-lasting because exercise changes the brain's anatomy, physiology, and function. Exercise produces brand new brain cells in the hippocampus, which actually increases its volume, as well as improves your long-term memory and lasts for a long time. But the most transformative thing that exercise will do is its protective effects on your brain. Think about the brain like a muscle. The more you work it, the bigger and stronger your hippocampus and prefrontal cortex gets. That's important because the prefrontal cortex and the hippocampus are the 2 areas that are the most susceptible to neurodegenerative disease and normal cognitive decline in aging. So with increased exercise over your lifetime, you're not going to cure dementia or Alzheimer's disease, but what you're going to do is create the strongest, biggest hippocampus and prefrontal cortex, so it takes longer for these diseases to have an effect. Slide 5. So the minimum amount of exercise you need to do is 3 to 4 times a week, minimum 30 minutes each exercise session, and you want to get aerobic exercise in to get your heart rate up. And the optimal exercise prescription for you at your age, at your fitness level, for your genetic background, to maximize the effects of exercise today, and also to improve your brain the best and protect your brain the best for the rest of your life. Talk with your doctor, then a physical exercise trainer before you start. Slide 5, summary. Wendy Suzuki says, bringing exercise into your life will not only give you a happier, more productive life today, but it will protect your brain from incurable diseases. It will change the trajectory of your life for the better. Over and out.
Excellent. Wonderful job, Pam. That is so amazing.